You're welcome to the Friends and Family Show live on Channel 1 TV. We're coming to you from our studios at number 5 Ola Hanson Lane in Tesano. My super special name is Noyo Kwote. And tonight, what we're going to talk about, probably you've heard about it. You've experienced it. We're talking about the harrowing experiences we've received or we've had with Househelps. When I talk about Househelps, I'm talking about people who actually come in to help us with probably house chores, clean around, help with our kids, or just help us with anything at all at home. If you have an experience like that, you can share with us by sending us a message via WhatsApp on the number 020-444-7033. That is 020-444-7033. My name is Noyo Kwote, and I'm going to be your host, talking about this with 3 beautiful guests. We'll take a breather. But you can find me on social media at na_oyo_Kwote, especially on Instagram. Let's stay connected. And when you find me, don't forget to hit the like and the follow button. I'll take a break. I'll be right back.
On Footprints, this Friday, Professor Kwesi Yanka continues his story about his academic journey, his writing ability as a public intellectual, and his stint with politics.
The pen at risk. Your memoirs.
Yes.
What's the central theme? What's the takeaway from this one?
Oh, you can still make it in life even if you started from what many would consider as the wrong angle.
And my favorite, the missing pages of June 4th.
We wanted to do a special issue on June 4th. You won't believe it. We went through all the libraries in Ghana. We couldn't get a single newspaper on June 4th. In other words, graphic editions of Daily Graphic on June 4th.
They were missing.
They were missing. This book really shook him. Meeting Jerry Rawlings for the first time at Ridge, face to face, and I had scheduled the appointment, seeking to give him a copy of this. This thing racked lots of injuries, past injuries.
Yeah.
That were reopened by just giving him this book. He opened it page by page and page by page. And instead of the 15 minutes that I was anticipating between us, the meeting lasted more than 1.5 hours.
Footprints airs every Friday at 7 p.m. with a repeat on Sunday at 4 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV.
All right, welcome back to the Friends and Family Show, and we're live on Channel 1 TV. My name is Noyo Kwote, and I have in my studio tonight 3 beautiful women. We're talking about the harrowing experiences we've had with house helps or domestic workers, okay? So, this conversation there is going to be a little bit of drama, small drama, and then we'll get serious. And then the parts where it's quite painful and the parts that's very disappointing. There, you get stories where, like, let me say 80 or 70% are negative when it comes to, domestic workers. And then we have the positive ones, because we have those who come and they stay and they're like family, We'll get into this conversation. Please be part of it. If you can share your experience with us as well, send me a message via WhatsApp on the number 020-444-7033. Don't forget to add your name and where you're texting from, all right? So I have in the studio Jacinta Ntumi Enyim, who is a development communicator and a lady pastor. Yes. Hallelujah.
Amen.
And then one who is not too new to the studio, Vanessa Arthur Sam and Sapong, right? Who is a human resource and advisor as well. Good. You're welcome, darling. I love your shirt.
Thank you.
And then I have Dr. Nanaba Dawson Amwa.
Yeah.
Nice one. who's a lecturer at University of Media Arts and Communication.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, ladies, for agreeing to do this with me.
Sure.
And you're welcome to the studio.
Thank
I like
you.
your smiles and how you're comfortable, because I know I'm going to do justice to this particular thing. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. I bet that there are people who are watching who've experienced this, lived with one or two. My mom would say, "Ubenya nipa be 10 no, baku ne be papa wo mu." You know, you'd have to keep trying till you find that one person. There's one that's going to come, that's going to stay like family because they know what they want. There are others who will come because they want a particular thing they're not finding and then they go away. So let's talk about this. Domestic workers. A friend of mine describes them as the necessary evil. You need them, but at some point, then, yeah. So let's talk about domestic workers. Have you ever had any? Have you ever lived with one? Or let's just share experiences before we get into the in-totals of the matter.
Right. For me, from being a child to being an adult, I've been dealing with them because my mom has always had them.
Okay.
She has 4 girls, me being the second. We always had to deal with the help, those who come in, they come and steal, those who come in, stories, lies, those who come in, they feel they're in competition with you. Well, you can't really blame them because sometimes I felt my mom made us feel like, no, house girl need so they begin to feel like they are family. That familiarity comes in and then, hey, you have to do it. They start to rub shoulders with you. I had to deal with that. I myself, I have a help because I fell sick and then since then she's been there. Stories upon stories, their idiosyncrasies, they all have, just like we all have, but you just try to manage the situation.
Right.
It's not been easy, but you deal with them. You need them, necessary evil. You do need them.
Okay, now, personally, I saw the need for them when I gave birth to my twins.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
I also have twins.
Oh, you had twins?
So you see?
Twins, mommy.
So you see, public servant, combining work, and at that time I was doing my master's too as well.
School.
So I had no option that I had to get a helping hand. And I decided to go for a young girl, a teenager, so that I can give her a formal education, so that I can make an impact. As in developing communicators, we are always making impact and changing behavior. But I realized that this girl had a very bad body odor. The whole house can smell. So we had to work on it both spiritually. You know, my husband is a pastor, medically, and the doctor is here. And finally, she was fine. But when she became fine, she was looking more beautiful. She started stealing and misbehaving. And I realized that my kids were also developing the bad odor.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, so it took the grace of God. So I invited the mom, and I told the mom that this is the issue. When the mom entered the house and saw the child, hey, why is the child looking more beautiful than me? No, this can't
I don't
be.
understand.
Why is the
beautiful
child
than
looking, she the mother? The following month, the girl said she wants to leave. In the middle of these babies.
Did she give any reason why she wants to leave?
No, she wants to go back to the mom.
Why if a child is looking beautiful more than she left you?
My dear, so that is another side. So
Why?
yes. So I went for another one again. And this time around, when she entered our living room, somebody recommended her for me that she used to go to a prayer meeting with her. So I thought, oh, once there's a pastor's house there, I'm getting a good person. I've settled. Immediately she entered the house. We were watching a Christian channel. Hey, I didn't know this place is a Christian home. Me, I'm from the sea. I'm a mermaid. I can't stay in this house. The deliverance took place in the hall. This lady ran away from her, and that was the end. So you see the expectation that, oh, somebody knew how to prayer come, so she's a good person. That one is second.
Which prayer come is that? What's she doing the prayer come? That the place is not.
I'm a mermaid. Hey, she said the person is
manifesting there.
Yes. My husband said, you see, help her. They've been in you. My dear, I started shivering because I've never seen some before. That one is number 2. Number 3 came. When we leave the house, then she will lock the house, go and roam with the people. She would take my food items from the beach. I don't notice it in the storeroom.
Yeah, because you're always
And be
out.
giving it out. Before a baba in the area prompted us, hey, madam, the way this lady is behaving, but we wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt. So every morning devotion, you see, you should pray. Then she'll be itching the hair. Then one night, somebody told me to go to the bathhouse. I went there. She was naked, and her tongues were out. And then she was discharging from her vagina at dawn, 2 a.m. So you can see that the spiritual background of the person, that sometimes we engage in our homes, it's just the grace of God. That one is number 3. Hey. So that one,
Wow.
I said, hey, I'll be resuming work soon. Oh. How will take care of these
you
twins
need
for me? My husband said, let's take them to school. Yeah, I believe in this 3-month school thing. But he said, you won't help her, you won't help her. I said, I'm tired. Look at, I'm tired. Breastfeeding them, holding one at the left, holding one at the right. My sister, and combining office work.
And school.
When you have to, because you want to make life better for yourself. Then this time, my husband, they will let the people come, then they go. We will not let them stay there. And the elderly ones. So, my dear, I got transferred after some time. I got transferred outstation. So, I used to go and come. And then when the old woman realized I'm not in the house, started wearing skinny, short things. And my husband,
You had another one.
another one. And my husband said, hey, madam, you can't be wearing these things when my wife is not around. This woman never understood. And my husband said, oh, yeah, out.
Wow.
Another 5th one came. This one, hey, my dear, this one. My husband came from work one day only to see that he has hung her panties in his bathroom. My husband said, what? Madam, this is your last chance. You won't come again.
But then, I not to like make you stop saying, but what are some of the red flags we see, you know, the ones we ignore before hiring these people to our homes? The thing is, you would have to live with a person before you know.
Exactly.
You understand?
It
Exactly.
won't manifest there
It
and there.
won't exactly.
Assuming it's really not spiritual. Let's say
Yes.
she comes in,
Yes.
she's good, but you wouldn't know she tells lies.
course.
You wouldn't know she steals. There was
takes
this
a while.
there was this lady my mom brought in. They were going to pay for a car, something. They had some dollars packed somewhere. So my mom will be there and they'll be like, oh, let's go and pay, let's make payments. We pick the money, they get there, then they count the money in front of the people buying. There's a shortage of $100. Now, my dad looks at my mom. What's happening? Because they know they counted the money before leaving the house. They come back home wondering whatever happened. Then my mom said, oh, let me just send this woman and check her purse. Lo and behold, it was there.
She was lucky to have put us in the purse.
Yes.
Mine actually put us in the hem
Oh.
of her jeans. So the hem, you know, the bottom. Of
You
the
won't even
jeans.
know,
So
like-
she cut one side open, rolled the money
Hey,
like that.
that's a
and
professional.
Stuck it there.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a
so
professional.
anytime you ask her like, "Oh, you nyama bra na me shemu,"
You won't even
with
find
them,
it.
Then she just pour
Because
the
she knows what
things out
she's
because
doing.
There's nothing there. You know, she rolled it. And
Oh.
Anyway.
can never tell.
We're talking about, you know, the experiences we've had with domestic help, or let's say house helps, as we call them. So if you have any experience, you can share with us. But not to talk all negative on these people, because it actually helps. Like,
Right.
they actually come to help us. So we've had, like, you know, experiences, probably the good side and then the bad side. We've shared our experience one way or the other. There are more experiences that we have to share. You can be part of it, so send me a message, all right, darling? And again, I think that we have good ones, because I know my mom has actually lived with, you know, and one that's like, you know, gone through school, and she's still, now you don't even, you know, refer to her as, you know, help.
Help, like
You
family.
would just-
Family person.
Exactly. You won't even think it.
Of
Sometimes
course.
it's hard for you to even to ask her to say, hey, sorry, Napra.
Aye.
Because now she knows that she'll, although all of us are sitting to watch TV, when it's time for us to clean the dishes, she knows she's the one who has to do it. Nobody needs to tell her that
She
she
knows
knows
the
in the
rules.
year C.
Yeah.
You know, she knows the rules
Yeah, of
already.
course.
But she's comfortable.
Of course,
You know,
of
we
course.
like that. Although she will get on your nerves sometimes, you will
Oh,
talk.
you
But
just
it's not
look
as
at
often
them.
as those who come and then they're like, like you are in the hall and all that. You get it? And then when you finish talking, then you see that shadow do
Yeah, so I have experienced this type of house help. So would I call her a house help? She was family, but a distant one. Yeah. And I always find it difficult remembering that she left at the end. So my experience with this one, she became a bestie because she was the first person that taught me how to pound fufu. My father doesn't eat fufu, so my mother never taught me how to pound fufu. So when I saw my husband, I went to my mommy and said, I have found a man. He eats fufu a lot, so teach me. She said, in your baby now. I was like, really? Because this gentleman is somebody who eats fufu and I can't go disgracing myself. I can prepare everything but fufu. Then this girl comes to the house. She was like, he eats fufu a lot, so teach me. She said, in your baby now. Stay at home. No, they were like, no. They also want her to be like me. I said, but I went to a day school. So if you want her to be like me, then that is not a good example. And she was following them, so she started acting up because she wouldn't go to a boarding house.
So they actually put that in her head.
Influence,
Yes.
that external
She
influence.
started acting up and I lost it. So she actually went to the boarding house and left the house, my dad, empty. Now we have to go and bring people in.
Try and error.
Oh my
Try and
goodness.
Try and error.
And my dad is such a difficult man that it was only Coco that he could stay with. Then the ones that were coming in, they were no good.
I think it comes with back then it was easier to get someone a child and raise.
Exactly. Now everybody's
there's
going
this
to school.
okay, let's say free education, free SHS, they go to school, they feel they're enlightened, they're exposed. Okay, now they have ambition, which isn't wrong. Now they come to you and they have their own expectations. Hey, even though I'm your help, I'm not your help. Even though I'm your help, you need me. But they forget it becomes transactional. I'm paying you. You are giving me your strength, your time, your resources. So it's a win-win thing. It shouldn't look like they're doing you a favor.
Right.
Sometimes we homeowners too, we employers too, we play a role in day living. I won't just be giving them the backlash. Sometimes we play a role in it. Because really now, there are legalities towards this thing. You even having domestic workers, the Labor Act, let me just chip in a bit of that. It protects them. Their overtime, their rest period, they even have to go on annual leave. The minimum wage, sometimes if you don't pay her well, and beginning she can be okay with it, but she gets to know that she does more work than she's being paid. She doesn't rest. She's always working 24/7, no leave, no, have this Sunday off, have this Saturday off. She's human. Just as moms will be like, I need a me time. I'm tired. Let me just go for a me time for some few hours. They're also humans. They take care of your kids. If you have maybe an ill dad, an ill mom, they do take care of. They also need some time. So if they don't reset, that's when the mind also says, no, I can't hear no tuyami. Let me go. So that's where we also play a role. They don't. Some just don't leave. Some are just. Excuse to say they are just silly, but
they are into. You need them more than they need.
Yes,
exactly.
yes.
And you have more than they have.
Yes, and that is where I don't understand because it's transactional. We agreed, sat and spoke about it. You agreed to take that amount of money. We bargained actually because I was okay. Probably I'm going to give you this amount of money. So, sometimes when they come, they're like,
the beginning,
you know. So I try as much to get you an bank account. I help you
make
split
it
the
very
money.
Professional.
You know what you need on yourself and what you men send this account that kind of thing. So you can at the end of the year or 2 years. And I usually like to ask you how long you want to do this.
Right.
Okay.
So in my mind, I know that you're staying for a year or you're staying for 2 years. I'm not going to just rest and say, I have somebody. No,
of course.
I know you're staying for a year or two. And in that way, when you're leaving in that period that you said you're you have some amount of money.
Yes.
It's not that I feel and then you're upset that you don't have money. And I'm like,
but now some don't even have an idea what they are doing.
Yeah.
They can't even tell you, oh, I will leave this time or that time. They'll be like, oh, ma, maybe I'm here to work. You know, they play that innocent card on
there
you.
one day and
You'll be there one day.
one day.
There's one
If
particular
some won't
excuse
even
that
tell you, they
always
will leave.
There's a particular excuse they always give. I'm a member.
No one I say, me better than my.
It's always like that.
It happens all the time. It's always, oh, never back. Some will even tell you, oh, never back. She never shows up. Yes, she never shows up.
But you see, so if they use the member queue now,
you should just know.
No, but you can't also say no.
Yes,
of course, because it's
right. Or you're going for a funeral, you can't say no.
Some actually have. There was one lame excuse one gave me. Her mom actually called me at 5 a.m. actually, and said, oh. Nena na ya real. Odana nena na kuma so pa auntie.
What's over?
So she's the only one who can take care of the farmer. I don't mind. I'm just gonna go because you're also somebody's child. I mean, I can go. The recent one I had, actually, I came to work. I was here at work. I got home and she had left and left my key. You know, yeah.
But your kids are home?
No. She had just left. I was at work. I got home. I was like, I'm calling everybody.
How?
Nobody, you know.
She didn't show any sign.
No, she didn't show any sign.
Nothing happened that
No, nothing happened.
You know, they feel there's no obligation to let you know. But if you, I'm not sure when you're leaving your workplace. I mean, our offices. If you are terminating your appointment, you need to pay.
Of course.
They don't see how. Oh, I'm just a help. But you are a worker. You are working.
She didn't show any sign. So
but had you paid her?
No.
Okay.
So she had stayed for just 2 weeks. You know, she was supposed to stay for like a month, and then the wage will come at the end of the month. And you know these agencies now, like, you know, they take them to the medical, whatever, and bring them. The lady had called and she wasn't picking up. And so the lady called her sister, and the sister said, no. I said, Ejuma no mean to me, yeah.
You know,
Era.
What do you mean, yes, What do you mean, yes,
Yeah.
Why?
What can you do? Like, this one is actually a proud bepra. You know, like after she's done sweeping, you also sweep a collect.
Yes.
Very lazy.
Yeah.
That is where,
because they
don't even know where to draw the line.
Yes, if you are not careful. Yes, if you are not careful.
You would have problem. You know, this kind of, because visitors are coming home.
Yeah,
they don't want to see it.
For the wrong help. You will never find the right
pastor is
one.
maltreating. You know, because whatever the children eat, you're also eating same.
Exactly.
He wants you to give the helper the best
no
of treatment.
Boundary. There's a blurred line.
We have a few messages. I'll take them real quick and then we can discuss them. And this one here says, I have both bad and good experience. I have changed house help like 8 times. I'm currently having the nice one now. Just like my mom was saying, out of 10. Yeah, competing with her aunts. Yeah.
My mom too, like the whole year, she can have like 10 because one will come in just not good.
You have a competitor.
Yeah. My mom, yes. And she wouldn't tolerate that thing. Oh, my man, so. She's paying you. She always says, oh, when I'll call her, be like, oh, when you're for maybe the next 2 weeks or a month. Hey, my fridge and say cry. Because she wants to wait for you to come and disrespect her home. Oh no, she won't allow it.
I have but 3 of them are one of the best I've ever had. But they just left with one excuse and the other. I had one as well. It wasn't her fault. She wanted to stay. Her name is Belinda. She was very sweet. You know, she knows how to dress. She knows how to, to do everything. I never had one single problem with her. You know, if she does something and you say that, oh, menyan say, she remembers the next day and even comes to apologize that, the next day. You know, and I lived with her. I have a baby shop. So to the extent that I started teaching her,
of course,
you know, because look, and then her dad said, me person call Libya.
Libya of all places.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Where do they stay? Where do they come from?
Some village like that.
Where, like village like
but
where?
I think maybe
no, the Libya state is getting village like where?
I don't remember where she's from now.
but maybe it was a thing. This whole Libya thing was a thing.
so
Maybe when you get there, you
Libya?
can, yes, it was a thing. I think you can use that route to one of the Schengen countries.
But
yeah, something like that.
So they moved from Libya to Spain.
No, they have a way of doing it. They use their boat or something. They have a way of doing it.
So she came to me, held my leg, and she said that, "Papa, so kume." You know. Then I can't say anything. The man kept calling and calling and calling. So when I said, Belinda, me to me, you have to. Me say me ban person call Libya. Me say me ban obe mane me anye free akra ha. O mane me amonone.
Wow, look at
say na
this.
makwaji isi kan ma catch me call. Wow. Yeah, and then I was seeing the thinking small.
I guess that reminds me of one I also had, and she was very good. You can say she was a bit learned, but I realized that she was hiding something from us because of financial issue. And later on, we got to know that she was so good that kids like her, everything. She doesn't let you talk. By the time I come, my water is in the bathhouse, everything, she would do everything neat. But I realized that she had breast cancer.
Whoa.
Oh. So she wanted to go and treat herself, but she needed money. But she didn't know how to communicate it. So we realized that she was just growing lean, and we had to take her to the hospital. We discovered, and I called the father. I told her I wanted to talk to her family and said, they needed money. But if they say it, we will not take her. I said, no. So finally, we also had to go and do the necessary medical aid for her. Yeah. And now she has completed school and she's now at the Polytechnic. You see, it's so beautiful. When she was leaving, I was even crying because I love her. The way she is.
When the dad kept calling, I was driving. I just parked because I was like, look, she was so good.
Oh, yes.
You know, she was so
time
good.
Of your life
she's not going to ask you. There are people that's the ones that have to
say
this,
but she knows what to do.
Yes. She knows what to do. And she's not going to sleep to us like, you know, that kind of thing. And so, and then they want out there, maybe I'm menu commit to me. You know, that kind of thing. So I was really eager to teach her to, you know, a train so that when she's done, you know, I can just send her.
The Libya thing.
Yes,
it was a thing back then, I guess. It was a thing. It was a thing.
Anyway, we're still on the dollar break.
This one.
This particular dollar break here, we have to go. Because if we stay on this, where the dollar is right now, we shall fall. Anyway, let's take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, we're still talking about the harrowing experiences of Househelps. I'll take a breather. I'll be right back.
Mido, Ghana Biana. I'm going to be able to do everything. I just say, baby, shit. Mangashi.
Junior!
I'm saying so enough for maybe the no.
Sister Cospa, ain't you one gas?
I'm using the why.
Why?
Down Yankana wa.
Sister Cos. Use gas. Gas ye fast, ye easy, ye convenient. And wow.
LPG, let me see your hand.
Calling all farmers, agribusinesses, and innovators, this is your chance to shine. Channel 1 TV invites you to exhibit at AgriFair 2025, one of Ghana's largest agricultural exhibitions. From Friday 20th to Sunday the 22nd of June, the A4 Sutherland Children's Park in Accra will come alive with the very best from Ghana's agribusiness sector. Are you a farmer with fresh produce of any kind? Be it crops, livestock or poultry, fisheries or aquaculture, or you're a supplier of agro inputs and processing machinery, this is your platform to connect with the world. AgriFair 2025 is more than an exhibition. Showcase your fresh produce, share your expertise and experience, and grow your business. So, to all farmers with fresh produce, livestock or poultry, fisheries or aquaculture products, come, sell, network, and expand your business. AgriFair 2025, where culture meets innovation. Register now to secure your spot. Call us on 0205 973 973. Come one, come all. Enjoy the freshest farm produce at unbeatable prices. And treat yourself to sizzling kebabs made from beef, mutton, pork, chicken, and more. Great taste, great value. Don't miss out. The AgriFair 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV with support from 97.3 CDFM and is proudly sponsored by Exim Bank, Legacy Crop Improvement Center, and Development Bank Ghana.
All right, so we're back from the dollar break. We're back to Ghana now. Yeah, yeah, still on the Friends and Family Show. We're talking about the experiences we've had with caretakers or probably just house helps. But my attention has been drawn that we're talking about the females. We just talk about house helps, house guests, but they're house boys. House boys, why your master pack the car? Where your master say, go watch the car, go and choose with the car.
You know, I had the experience of a boy I wanted to adopt because I felt all my children were girls. So I wanted to, and when it's his birthday, we do everything for him. And you know, these boys, when you are not at home, he will go to the ghetto there, go and be play with his friends, take all the food in the kitchen and go and be sharing.
Charity work.
But now the food in your house is finished.
Sometimes he even takes the raw chicken that is in the freezer and go and be sharing it. Sometimes I want to do soup and stew. I'll be looking into the freezer. I will not see anything. When you ask him, Selassie, where is it? Mommy, I have not taken anything. No. I'm not but he will do the work, everything in the house. Fine.
He's very good. Very, very, very good.
Very, very good. And one thing about him, when he came, he started speaking the truth. All of a sudden, he started changing.
Where he's been going to. Yours is good. My experience with a house, it wasn't even a house boy. It's an apartment and then he's normally helping us. So, but I use him more. So anytime I wash my clothes and then it's about rain, I just go, oh, please do take. So he knew where I always keep my key.
Yes.
One time I came home with my partner. We opened the door. There's a key inside, only for me to open. And he was sleeping in my couch. I was with my partner. Just imagine. Yes. How do I explain myself? Just because I was like, why would you do this?
So you were standing.
Yes, I'm a boy. And then why'd you do this? And he was like,
so you were standing explaining, asking.
No, because now this one original wash Mr. Vanessa, may I sorry, na me share. And I said I mean no me just me better.
I notice.
How would you explain? No, it's a serious. I'm laughing now, but then
how would you have defended?
No, I couldn't defend myself. I just couldn't. So I just had to call the landlord, and then he actually asked the police to come for him because this thing. What if something of mine got missing? I trusted you enough to leave my key. Anytime it rains, just take it, put it inside the hall. He's been doing it. Only that day I came home early. I closed at 5. I came home around 2 with my partner. How was I going to explain? Only God knows. Only God, because how can I explain? It was a bad experience.
Lots of messages.
It was a bad experience.
Yeah.
With the
lots
Househelps.
of messages.
It's
You
my
really
Libya
need to,
Househelp.
check them out. Yeah. So let's see. I have an experience with a house help. Though I don't know if it's harrowing. I traveled with my 3-year-old daughter for work for some months. And my husband was home alone. The house help we had was an elderly lady that used to leave sticks behind the washing machine.
Sticks.
What?
Sticks.
Yeah. She never did this when I was around.
Okay.
When she would remove them and bend them, she would replace them. So today we don't know what effect she was looking for, but that was creepy. Why would you put sticks behind?
Hey.
The washing machine.
Washing machine.
And up a flavor. You said.
What type of steak?
Cinnamon. This is strange. Then she'll bend.
Behind the washing machine.
Yes. What's there?
Where does she bend the sticks?
Please, if you're still watching, where does she bend the sticks? Because I want to understand. So what's okay? Well, you said you don't even understand. That was creepy, though. It's very creepy. Because how would you put sticks behind the washing machine? And
you go. You take the sticks and go. You are leaving that day.
No,
you will go.
You will go. You don't have to take things for granted.
No, you go.
But we are in the month of May. I'm not mental health. You never know. Of course.
Behind the washing machine.
Why would you be?
And I'm not sure she sees the time she burns the sticks. You won't even see.
At what time? Anyway, if you're still watching, please
clarify.
Please
clarify for us.
Anyway, good evening. My name is Ajua from Dakuman.
Okay.
We treated her like family, gave her clothes, paid her on time, even helped her open a Momo account. I did a bank account, actually. One day, she packed everything, including my wigs and jewelry, and vanished.
She vanished with her wigs.
House helps nowadays. There's this girl with me, everything bad, she's in it. But I believe it's the upbringing. The parents did not try at all. They can't take care of them, yet can't train them well. God have mercy. God have mercy. This one, dear. Anyway, house helps today are not like the ones our mothers had. I agree.
Of course.
There's a serious trust deficit now.
Yes.
You never know who's entering your home.
Oh, yes.
It's something else.
It's
this is
something
Mary
else.
Namasaman. You never know.
Yes, it's
you
something
know?
else, my dear.
You never know. Because
It's
the first and
something
second
else.
days are like,
They are all
They are submissive.
You know, what you have me ask them to
Even
do
the food,
that
they
be
don't
doing
eat
it.
all.
Yeah, they say it's not they don't eat or crack.
Mama me.
Then it gets to time where you come to the hall, she's watching TV. She doesn't get that sense that get up, my madam is here. Oh, you are getting up. You would have to get up. They get too comfortable because maybe 1 or 2 days you just have some communication with them. Oh, it's a saying, if it's a saying, then they settle in.
Yeah.
That is why
That boundaries,
So a friend of mine shared this story with me. So she had one help, and one time, like, you know, when she's going out with the kids, so they go together. And then when the kids are not there, sometimes she's going to the market. She likes to go. So one time, she said they were in town, and some guy be called the madam.
Yes.
Then she rather came to say, "Madam, Connie and no why."
You don't
What?
Call Penicillian no why. I say, I held them by the neck. The way I held them with the neck, that's the same way I pushed them out of my house.
She's a bad girl.
What's that?
She's a bad girl.
What's that? Penicillian no.
She's a bad girl.
Really? Okay.
My dear, we are not safe because
Well, more messages. I'm loving the messages today. House helps today. Today you'd have to deal with me. I'm a guy girl. My age might go away sometimes. That's what I know what I'm talking about. So if I say house, excuse me. House helps today, so you'll hear a lot of I have to be conscious effort to put the H there for you, okay? House helps today are not like the ones. Okay, I just read this. I've had 3 house helps, and they're all good. First one is a nurse now. The second is working on her own. The third is currently with me, going to uni from home. That's your luck.
Oh, yes.
Very lucky.
Your luck.
Nice.
Because you have to go through over and over and over and over. Okay, so that's coming from Kukwa from Accra. Kukwa, you're in luck. And as for me, I have had 3. Long story short, the first one left because she got pregnant 16. That's 2.
She got pregnant
at 16 years.
16.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the second left because she was exhibiting some funny behaviors like beating my kids when I wasn't at home.
Yes.
And the last one left because she was told to chew ginger because she had cold. So they said chew ginger as punishment. Okay. Was that when they Mine was amazing for months until we caught her poisoning our dog.
Wow.
She said it bugged too much.
Mental problem. Wow.
But poisoning. Yes. Wow. Yeah. But I think we also need to check this as parents. Generally, I think the way we even treat our children when the helps are there.
Exactly.
When you say, excuse my French, hey, we Jimmy and I, we are Kwasiana, those languages, you leave and you go to work, then the help is also because when you go to Rome, you do what the Romans do. Exactly. So the help will do the same thing. After all, your mother talks to you like that. If your mother beats you anyhow, I can do the same. So I think parents should also check that, and they should draw the line. They are my kids, they are not your kids. You don't talk to them, even if I choose to talk to them, you don't do that. But I think they need to check, is more of the checks and balances here. They need to check that.
Because over the years, I've realized that no matter how good you treat them, some of them end up misbehaving. So I realized that you have to draw the boundaries for them. You don't cross, sometimes conversation between spouses.
Yes.
You should be very discreet.
The help is there and you're having those conversations.
Yeah.
And sometimes too, as wives, we should try and learn to do certain things. Not everything that the house help must do. Like cooking, daddy's box sex and all these things, we must do them on our own. I know we are all tired, career women, but we should try as much as possible. And then make sure we sacrifice and keep certain things private in our homes.
I wouldn't have my help cook for my children or anybody at home.
Very good.
I would rather ask that you help me. Probably you're chopping the onions, you're cutting
the meal.
But Pa say, I'll call you and say, as what exactly?
I agree. The kitchen is yours as a woman.
Of course.
I mean, you don't leave everything.
I know
but the help will feel that way. It's mine. I mean, I'm
I'm
handling
sorry
the house.
if I'm like, going that line.
But now, would you believe I have this help who has been a help in my husband's home for the past 20 years?
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. She's called Zinabu. I came to Dansaman. She was a help in the house. 2005.
Wow.
We got married to my in-laws, moved, and we got the house. And Zinabu is still staying in my house. So she doesn't stay as in sleep over. She comes, she does her work, and she leaves. And my children are 14.
They all know her.
Zinabu is still in the house as today.
Yes, it's so beautiful.
So I've known her since 2005, and she keeps doing all that she was doing for my in-law. We have our moments.
Yeah.
And
also come and beautiful.
And she's there. And
2005.
2005.
Not 2025.
20
years. No one is staying.
And
on agenda, baby cry. What are you saying?
She doesn't have a lot, but Zinabu is so faithful.
Wow. Very loyal.
I'm telling you.
Loyal.
If she's watching.
I don't know if I want to go this way, but I'm just going to put it out anyway.
Okay.
Most people who actually search for househelps actually always say,
I was coming to that.
That's true.
I was coming to that. And it's true.
They are
You know,
loyal.
yes.
Yeah.
Because my agent would always say that when people call her to help, they go like, "Men penya wata Accra." You know, I don't want somebody who's lived in Accra. I want someone who's
And a lot of people testify about them. I mean,
know,
Yes.
because lots of people can. Because when you move to that Tessano, she has moved to Medina.
Of course.
Yes.
It reminds me of the northern mentality. You know, I also wanted someone from there, and I got one. And when I gave him sandals, also on shit, no besha chalawati. And I'm like, oh, this is better. We are going out. You can't wear this bathhouse slippers and food. So I gave her a traveling bag. He said he's not going to use a traveling bag, so we'll use Fira Swami.
Oh, goodness.
It looks like everything you say, she's just the opposite. And at a point in time, she called us that she's saying the house is too lonely for her. So she's leaving.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
She wants
I
to go back and carry the things she used to carry. I said,
There are those who can't use anything at home. I've had one who has jumped at the sound
with
of
them, but they
flash.
work.
yes.
They can't speak your language, but then
I
they
get
do
you.
work. Oh, do this, do that.
They understand.
Auntie tree, auntie brofo. Language is a
work.
barrier, but they find a way to work.
To work.
They do it.
Yeah.
They do it.
She will
They
put
do
the
it.
chalawata, the sandals in the bag, then wear the chalawata and follow my. Hey, madam, let them think I'm not treating.
Today, our messages.
They are coming.
A lot of experience.
Yeah.
And this one says, mine was amazing for months. Okay, so she poisoned the
Right.
dog.
Yeah.
That's practicals. That one is practicals. Hello, and Manta. Hi, Manta. Please talk about the agencies too. They just send anyone. I was coming at that.
Right.
They just
Right.
send anyone who without proper checks.
Right.
Some are just hustlers connecting strangers.
Right.
Right. So I don't want to put this particular agency on blast. But you know I've been sending you messages already. Eh? If you see this video, you know it's for you.
Ekuti ebi on the mirror.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why you saying that? Oh, can you? It's because say, oh, I can find you somebody.
Oh, you're good. Oh, you're good.
Only no.
No background.
You don't know
I
the
ain't
people that
a
you're sending to people's homes. She will come and say everything, all the nice things and blah, blah, blah. But then at the end of the every single person she sends, whoever, the person, is just, you don't know the people. I feel that at some point these agencies should actually have a place, stay with these people for a while.
Of course.
Before you can send them off.
Something
But
like an in-house.
Yeah, but because you've called someone, you have some connect somewhere, and probably in the north or Volta, anyway. And they say,
person brings them.
girl, people have
Funny bra,
so
or you're
funny
good.
bra. If the person say, oh, you're good is relative.
It's
You understand?
Even the medical checks,
relative.
even
The
medical
medical
checks. There was a
checks,
colleague
indeed.
that had an agent brought a lady in, and then very good in our own understanding. They took her to the hospital. She started working. We're waiting for some results. When it came, she was good, but she was HIV positive. Wow. She didn't know. Wow. Someone like that, she's good, but are you keeping her?
Wow.
No, because she has kids. My colleague has kids. They had to they put her on some treatment, but she had to go. So yes, sometimes they can be good, but they are bad. There are some clauses that you can't do anything about it.
I agree with this. I just agree with this message.
So
They just connect.
They just connect. Oh, are you good?
Let me
Oh,
get
you're
the-
good. Oh, you're good.
Let me
Yeah.
get the
Their
agency thing.
percentages.
I didn't know anything about them. Let me get it right. So when they get the people, do they wait for somebody to request before they go on with the medicals?
So
Or
they've actually spoken to people. They've connected people. Some people are just on standby.
Right.
Say, oh, it's Juma when I mean you obi pobia. So they have people in different, regions and stuff. So they say, oh, if anybody wants to come to Accra, I'll probably live with the family and be a house help. So they have them on standby. So then maybe they do ads probably on, the internet. So I'm an agency, blah, 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 blah. So you connect the person. He says, oh, give me your spec. Do you have someone who's 16 years? I want somebody who's from this. I want somebody who understands my language.
okay.
Oh,
So
so
that is
oh,
so it's not. So doesn't mean it's not formal.
Some
It's
do
not
have
make you
it.
feel like form.
No,
No,
I
some don't.
I don't get
Some
it.
is
So
like,
the
oh,
money
okay, I
you
already
pay
know.
to the agencies.
Yeah,
You
So
pay
there's an
their
agent.
cut. So let's say for finding the person for you, you pay like 300 or 400 to the person.
Okay.
Then you will pay for the medicals. Some people
Okay.
make the
Yeah.
people go to the
Yeah.
hospital to do the
Okay,
medicals.
I
But
now
that
get
sounds
it.
very
Okay.
formal.
And now after that, so this was called as formal.
Right.
And then they push the person to you. Some people actually go to the extent of actually giving you a timetable so that you don't feel like you're overworking the
Right,
person.
right.
So on Mondays, Obeche Jare, Tuesdays,
Oh, okay, then that's an advanced agency.
Yes, that's an
But my
advanced
mom's
one.
own, he would take agency fee. My mom always pays that agent because she always wants someone on standby. She has trust issues already. So before you come in there, she's already paid for the next person. Yes. Shout out to my mom. Hello. Yes, she has trust issues with them. So you are coming. She has seen many already. Another one will come. Oh, okay. Metiada dance. What dear? Mapo from bro. Yeah, just hoping so.
Okay, so I was once a house help at a mission house. Okay. I will work from my heart, but the software also for mommy don't see.
Oh, merci.
Merci. Sometimes we don't just need money, we need motivation from them.
Right.
Some of these people we work with don't see the benefits from us.
Yeah.
Now, we're not just here to blast.
Of course.
anybody.
Right.
Of course.
We're talking both sides.
Yes.
So we have used the number of minutes to
to be
talk about our
realistic.
experience. But then we'll move on to the people you come and live with. Others are horrible. Others are terrible. There are people who are really nice. So it's like it's dicey. It cuts this way and cuts
Two
that
sides
way.
of the same
Yes,
coin.
two sides of it. There are people that you live with that you actually do not see in a day.
Of course.
Like you won't see me because I'm out in the morning. I'm back late. You understand? There are others too who are living with you day and night. Sometimes there are people you come and live with. They themselves don't know how to live with people.
Yeah.
They're always either upset.
Oh, yes.
And it takes a while for people to get to know how you do your stuff.
Right.
You would teach them. They are not as smart as you think that they are. So you give people the benefits of the doubt. That although she's showing signs that she knows how to use the blender, you teach her over and over till it sticks. But sometimes we're expecting that because they say they are house helps, they should automatically know how to use the washing machine. Yes. Know how to iron shirts. Know how to use the Hoover. That's why I was telling you that somebody actually jammed at the sound of flashing the tissue. Ask the madam, it's sorry, you know, she said, she pressed the thing, so you need to exercise patience. So you just need to exercise patience, right? They don't know how you would want to iron your shirt and probably hang it out. You'd have to say it.
Of course.
That this is how my routine is. So this is what I do in the mornings. Or probably lay some rules for them to follow over and over. They get better. But you people, when you come in your mouth and they'll beat you. Because
But I also think that just as we are, as homeowners and employers are expected to be patient, I think the nannies or the house helps have to be patient with the homeowners or employers. The reason is that we have different temperaments. You meet an employer who is probably struggling with something. Let's say a woman, excuse me to say, maybe struggling with fertility issues, personal issues. Just be in my space, do your work, and then I'm expecting you to, pamper me as a house. No, I wouldn't pamper. If I have those, if I have my own struggles, you need to be patient with me. It goes two ways. Just as the homeowner has to be patient, you need to be patient with the homeowner. You also have to learn fast. You are not coming to play. It's just like you've been employed in an office. It's not now that they are coming to pamper you. You need to learn fast.
Of course.
That's it.
This is where the agency comes in. I think the agency should also try to get them probably maybe some expertise to counsel them on how to accommodate
in Ghana here
the homeowners.
But that's what
like the
was
agencies, because like the way
the
training. It's the training. Because some come and they are just there. They are just sitting down. Do something. Let me see that you are working.
So like the agency should also take them to some orientation.
Now you are a very busy person. Are you not? Yes, you have to train them, but are you not coming to take her through A to Z? No,
it's not possible. Sometimes we also have to be patient. Because I remember the first child that the mom, she left. Later on, she sent an information that she want to come back. But it is too late. She realized that for you to have a body odor, we work on you. Hey, her skin changed though. She's very dark like me. So when I saw her, I took her as my daughter. Praise the Lord. Later on, she started making calls through people that want to go back. But it was too late.
Let's take a few messages. I read there I was once a house help person. Okay, now, honestly, I blame myself. I didn't do any background check. Didn't ask for references. I was just desperate. Wow. This is Messi and says, I'm watching from Kaswa. Hi, Messi. Charlie, some of the mistakes that we make, these are tiny. Because, again, you can't blame yourself fully because you need the person and then your china. You get it? Because now you have to go to work. You have time bound. Right. Who's going to get the kids? Who's going to help me do this? You walk into your home and you're like, because you have to sweep. You have to do.
That's true. That's true. I have an example. Myself, I felt sick. Like I needed someone. And I needed that person the next day because I was in so much pain. I couldn't do the basic things. Now, here is the case, I have to find out who the mother is, I honestly, I didn't do it. If she's a thief, I don't know. Maybe she's now here to exhibit it because I have not done the background checks.
Okay, so good evening. A very educated program. Thank you. But some of the landladies of these house helps maltreat them as if they belong to the low animal kingdom. I'm sorry, but I agree with you. Some of them are bad. Fraudsters, tricksters.
Does she have an experience?
This way, that's
all the stairs.
Yeah.
They are too hard for us.
You know? Okay, so the person who spoke about the stickers. Okay, so the stickers instead, not sticks.
Stickers.
Because the first message actually came with sticks. But I think it was
But what kind of stickers?
What kind of stickers?
stickers?
He said,
Okay.
my husband would remove the stickers and then burn them.
Oh, okay. But what kind of
maybe
stickers?
fire for fire.
I
Fire.
get it.
Ah,
I get
Kabadosh.
it.
Kabosh.
I get it now.
Now, my partner got robbed by his new house help twice. He said the first time he was confused. He thought he misplaced the money. But the second time, he knew it was the girl. The girl only comes on weekends to wash. That's the disadvantage with those who go and come, especially if you don't know where they live. They grab this thing and they are gone. You can't tell.
That's true.
I'm telling you.
You can't tell. So the second time, it was, okay, so the girl only comes on weekends to wash, clean and cook, and leaves when she's done. She came for just 4 times and robbed me twice. And robbed him twice. The second time, it was people's money. So he knew the exact amount, and he said no one had been in the house aside her when he brought the money home. So he knew it was her. He said he called her and nicely and asked her to go bring the money. And she behaved as if she didn't know what he was talking about. He went ahead to tell her that that money isn't his, and he will call the owners to come and deal with her. He said the girl sat down quietly, and some minutes got up and went to bring the money. It was over 3,000 Ghana cedi.
You see, I'm not surprised.
You've experienced that? I haven't.
I'm not surprised. You see, sometimes the men we live with, they don't listen to us. What we can see, for me, they call me allegation woman. That is my name. Because I was just looking at this guy, and he was so suspicious. There are times he'll come with his face battered and all that. I said, this guy looks bitten. He's a thief. He says, oh, I was really? Then things started getting missing in the house. Some he wouldn't tell me. But there was this day, he woke up and all I heard was, Tyson crab, Tyson hide, and that's the dog. Meaning Tyson has slept and somebody has come to remove his side mirrors. Fortunately, they didn't touch my car. So, although I felt sad for him, I was happy in my head. I didn't say anything. Then he went to report to the police. They took it. He went to insurance. They gave him his car. Then I said, look here. I suspect it's this guy that is stealing. So, and I told his little brother, the two of them, about Pesa. Fast forward. Then a thief, for so many years, no thief. Our house, the dogs we have, who are you? You can't even get to the gate. Then we hear the children screaming, Daddy, there's a man in the house, there's a man in the house. So every Friday, they go to my father-in-law at cantonment. But for this Friday, I don't know what happened. They didn't go. So he knew the children wouldn't be in the house. So he would go through their window. So if he had entered their window, he would have just gone to the hall and would have woken up with nothing. But fortunately, so he was able to pick their phones and their games, and he fled.
Wow.
And I told my husband, it is this guy. He said, then he went to report.
I wish you could, we've got tons of lots of messages left, but we just have a minute to go
listen.
away. We have a minute to go away. I wish I could listen
I wish you could listen to when the police came. Then one day, I was there and I saw 2 people coming, one neatly dressed, one with, and the guy was with them.
Tyson. No, that's the dog.
The guy who has been stealing. They say he has gone to steal.
They say he has
gone to steal car parts. So, and I told the policeman, oh, thank you. I've been looking for somebody to catch him. So if you continue, send him away.
I know.
And he doesn't look on his first place.
Papa, I said, go inside. Thank you so much. I wish I could read all these messages.
Read some for them.
And there's one who is a house help, and we had, saying that she's been good and all that. I wish I could just go through all of this. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We've had a very great conversation. All right, so this is how far we can go. It has been the Friends and Family Show. Indeed, we've had a very entertaining show. We'll be back tomorrow, same time. And please, when it's time, just click watch, enjoy. My name is Noyo Kwote. Enjoy the rest of your day. Mwah.